Hi, I'm Andre Chuk with Triathlon Magazine Canada, and we're here at Snowbird, Utah, attending Specialized's 2013 global bike launch, showcasing many of their new, all of their new product models for next year. So tucked in amongst all the new road bikes, mountain bikes, any number of bike gear that you can think of, is in fact none other than Crowie Alexander's 2011 Kona race winning machine. And here to tell us a little bit more about Crowie's Shiv and run us through the setup is Mark Cote, who's the triathlon marketing brand manager at Specialized.
So we were obviously extremely excited to get Craig Alexander as part of the triathlon team at Specialized. He's an incredibly consistent athlete, and we felt that we could deliver him a little bit extra performance. And so if you followed closely last year, it's pretty crazy leading up to Kona 2 weeks before. We delivered a Shiv to him, spent a lot of time making sure he was dialed in, feeling very comfortable on the bike, and then most consistent athlete at Kona, very consistent swims, runs, and bikes over 4 years. Bike rides between 437 and 439 over all 4 years, and comes back this year on the new bike, bust out of 424, 13 minutes faster than he'd ever been, 15 minutes faster than the previous year, sets a course record, wins the race. It truly is the best statement of what aerodynamics can do for an athlete, and it's been a phenomenal piece for us to learn and actually kind of really prove out what aerodynamics can do for all the athletes.
So this Shiv here, this is Crowie's, but this is the same S-Work that any athlete out there can buy. So so it's the same frame, but Crowie has some unique touches and setups with regards to its hydration. Can you tell us a little bit more about what goes into the thinking behind how it's set up?
So first off, Craig's been a long sponsored athlete of Shimano as well as Physique, and like I said, he moved over to the bike just 2 weeks before the World Championship. So the key element was to make sure that he could replicate his setup. So he has the same Pro Missile Evo aero bar, the same Physique saddle as he was riding before, same Dura-Ace 167.5 cranks that he was running before, exact same touch points to the same dimensions. That was key. Then he gets the benefits of the aerodynamics of the Shiv. In addition, hydration was a key element. And so Craig likes to run, he'd said right before the race, I want to have about 75 ounces of water, about 3 bottles. So he runs with a reserve rack on the back of the frame, torpedo, X-Lab setup in between the bars, and then he ran the fuselage, our internal hydration system on the Shiv, as his main hydration. And he said after the race, he thought he was going to be working off the bottles a lot more. Mind you, this is like maybe one of the first times he tried the fuselage. He said, look, I was carrying bottles here, but my go-to was the fuselage. And so like a lot of our pro athletes, you'll see a lot of them, they've modified it, they put magnets where they'd like to have the bite valve, and then they use this as their go-to. They can stay very aerodynamic, pull this up to their mouth, take a sip. And I don't think it's been washed for about a year, so I'll just leave it as it is. But great setup, incredible athlete, and actually we'll have him in the wind tunnel next week as he preps for defending his championship. It's pretty exciting.
And this year at Kona, you can look out for not just Crowie on the Shiv, but also Macca, Chris McCormack as well, as they go head-to-head and representing Specialized on their Shiv.
Last 5 champions between Macca and Crowie. It's going to be a complete slugfest, and we're fortunate to have both of them on our team. Incredible athletes and sportsmen.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Cheers.